Hi friends, this is Milind Kulkarni and today I am speaking on wastewater treatment in Mumbai, moving from fit to purpose to zero liquid discharge. So if you consider sewage treatment scenario in India, the scenario is not very good. In big metro cities, only 50% of sewage is treated, whereas remaining is disposed without any treatment. In class 1 cities, 32% sewage is treated, and in class 2 cities, 8% sewage is treated. And out of the sewage treatment plants which are installed, only around 50% are in operational condition, and remaining are closed due to various operation and maintenance issues. Now, if we turn towards sewage treatment scenario in Mumbai, as you know, Mumbai is one of the important cities in the world. It is called as commercial capital of India. The population of Mumbai is 12.5 million, which is more than population of some countries. So this population is supplied daily with a water of 4,000 million liters and 3,600 million liters of sewage is generated per day. Out of this, it is proposed to treat around 2,500 mld of sewage in Mumbai, which is around 70%. So even at present, the percentage of sewage treatment is 50%. By 2022, it will go up to 70%. And the authority concerning sewage treatment is Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai or BMC. Now, the first sewage treatment, I will call it as an experiment, was launched in the year 1979. At that time, the Water Act 1974 was just passed, and this 20 mld sewage treatment plant was installed at Dadar in Mumbai. So this was based on activated sludge process, and a lot of operation and maintenance issues were experienced. There were various biological parameters which were taken care of, and trickling filter was also there. Then another issue which was faced was the biogas which was generated. There were no takers because people thought that this biogas is generated from sewage, and psychologically they were reluctant to use it as their cooking fuel. Ultimately, this sewage treatment plant was closed in the year 2014, and now this plot is used as a garden, and there are BMC offices as well. Now, the second sewage treatment project, which is also called as MSDP 1 or Mumbai Sewerage Development Project 1, it was planned in the year 1979 by Metcalfe and AD Company, and the first sewage treatment plant was installed in 1988, whereas the last was installed in 2003. As per MSDP 1, Mumbai was divided into 7 zones like Kulaba, Varali, Bandra, Versova, Ghatkopar, Bhandup, and Malad. So out of these 7 zones, at 3 zones, there was primary treatment followed by marine outfalls at Kolaba, Varali, and Bandra. The remaining 3 zones, there is primary treatment followed by aerated lagoons. And the last zone of Malad, there was only preliminary treatment. So that was the treatment process which was adopted in MSDP 1 in Mumbai. So if we see the map of Mumbai, uh, all 3 sides of Mumbai there is sea. So on the western side, this Arabian Sea goes up to United Arab Emirates, Dubai. Eastern side, this sea goes to the mainland of India, and southern. This is the southernmost part of Mumbai. So the zones are like this. The southernmost zone is Kolaba. All the old Mumbai city is in Kolaba. The famous gateway of India, Taj Mahal Hotel, all are in Kolaba zone. Then the second zone is Varali. Third zone is Bandra. So these are all the city components, city zones. Then in suburbs, we have on the western suburbs, Versova and Malad zone, whereas in the eastern or central suburbs, we have Ghatkopar and Bhandup zones. Then what is the treatment logic? These marine outfalls which are provided in the first 3 zones, They are 63 meters below ground level and they extend 3 kilometers into the sea. So as they are underground, the sewage is brought above the sea level through the diffusers. And because of the diffusing action, dilution was available because of the seawater, and therefore the treatment was given in the form of dilution. In the remaining three zones where aerated lagoons are provided, there are three types of lagoons. Like first is aerobic aerated lagoon, where there are large number of aerators. Then facultative aerated lagoons, where there are moderate number of aerators, and finishing lagoons there are just one or two aerators. Then at Malad 7th zone, only screening is provided, and therefore there are some complaints from Malad region. But overall, the treatment was robust and easy to operate. No maintenance of biological parameters, and the advantage of dilution was taken. So it was a sort of fit to purpose. Third phase is towards zero liquid discharge. So that is the title of the paper, that is from fit to purpose to towards zero liquid discharge. And this will be implemented fully in the year 2022. So what lessons we learned in MSDP 1? That is, there were complaints of marine pollution as only primary treatment was given. And all the wastewater after treatment was disposed into sea. So some people felt that we are just wasting this resource. Instead of disposing in sea, you should use treated water, because some regions are facing water scarcity. Water is transported from trains 300 kilometers. So why don't you use this water? So the objective in the third phase is reuse and recycle. So around 2,500 mld water will be available in phases for recycling. So all will not be recycled in the first phase. Some will be still disposed through marine outfalls, but gradually the target will be complete water is likely to be used for recycling. So the purposes are non-potable, like fire hydrants, gardening, car washing, flushing. Railways and defense departments will also use this water. And there is a component of power generation. That is the sludge which is formed, anaerobic digestion will be done, and the biogas which is generated will be used to form electricity. So that is renewable energy. So it will help in climate change and mitigation of climate change and global warming. So totally 2,500 mld of sewage will be treated, and around 104 hectares will be required for these 8 sewage treatment plants. So what are the standards and what are the input parameters? So input parameters are BOD 520 degrees Celsius is 260 milligrams per liter. Suspended solids are 400. So after treatment, they will be brought down, like BOD will be brought down to 20 milligrams per liter. Suspended solids will be brought down to 50 milligrams per liter, and fecal coliforms will be brought down to less than 1000 mpn per 100 ml. But India is a democratic country. Some activists went into the Supreme Court, a National Green Tribunal, and they told that these are lenient standards. So National Green Tribunal imposed stricter standards. And now the BOD has to be brought down to 10 milligrams per liter, suspended solids to 20 milligrams per liter, MPN to 100, and new standards are established for nitrogen and phosphorus. Nitrogen to be brought down to less than 10 micrograms per liter, and phosphorus to less than 1 microgram per liter. So in the process, the tenders are called again. There is cost escalation, 50% cost escalation. The role of consultants is challenged. So now, what is the treatment given in the towards zero liquid discharge? So first, there is preliminary treatment in the form of core screen. So there is one initial pumping station. Before that, there is core screen, and after pumping, the sewage is pumped and brought to the treatment plant. So initially, there is primary treatment in the form of fine screens, grid chamber, primary sedimentation tank. Secondary treatment is given by sequential batch reactors. They are widely used and their performance is satisfactory. So as you know, sequential batch reactor, all the processes like aeration, sedimentation, decanting, they are done in the same aeration tank. Tertiary treatment is given in term by UV disinfection. Sludge treatment is provided by sludge thickening, anaerobic sludge digester, sludge dewatering by centrifuge, and sludge drying. And power generation, as I told, is there. Pumping is there. Finally, the treated sewage is pumped again through the marine outfall, or it is pumped for recycling. And automation is also provided into the aeration tank where oxygen is required, only required oxygen will be taken. So in conclusion, around 2500 mld of water will be available, which is available for recycling. Thank you very much.